Today's show is sponsored by Diane Kleins, an independent associate with Legal Shield, offering legal services starting at $29.95 and identity theft starting at $19.95 a month. They provide a will, living will, assist with moving violations, contract reviews, consultations, and more. For more information, contact Diane Kleins at 214-881-5225 or go to the website dskleins.ladiesofjustice.com. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and of course, you're listening to the intro podcast. It's the news feed. Let's talk about it. And I just have a question: is it true that Nelly and Ashanti are expecting their first child? Of course, this would be Ashanti's first child, period. And it's amazing how it would be with Nelly. I was raised on a saying that if you let something go, if it comes back to you, then you know that it's real. And we know the ups and downs that Ashanti and Nelly had in their previous relationship years and years and years ago, when they were together. That appeared happy, but situations happen and they split apart for a very long time. I remember watching Versus whenever Nelly and Ashanti ended up on the same stage. At that time, I saw a little chemistry, but you really didn't want to read too much into it because at the time, no one knew if they were a couple, if they were even dating or talking, because it wasn't like the full-on romantic chemistry, but there was something there. Something, I don't know what it was. I was speaking to people about it back then, but there was something there even whenever they were on stage during the verses. But in recent months or whatever, they rekindled that old flame. Like, you can avoid things for so long until it just gets to a point to where, okay, you just have to admit and just fall into the situation that this is who is really made for me. And I don't know about you guys, but from watching them on social media, on Instagram, I've never seen Nelly smile as much as I have since him and Ashanti got back together. And Ashanti looks hella happy. So I'm excited, but it just goes to show that sometimes space can be good for a relationship, because if you try to make things work in a season where it's not supposed to, you could actually make the situation worse on the other side, because not giving time to grow, time to mature, time to learn things, you'll stop yourself in the future if it was to ever come back around. So I'm just appreciative or excited that they were actually able to let it go back then, and whatever had to happen in order for them to grow to come back to where they are now, it happened for them. They look happy. I mean, every video we see, every picture we see, there's $1 million smile on both of their faces, and they turn up as much as they possibly can. So I'm excited, and I celebrate love every day. But let's go to Newsday.com. It says, or recently reconciled R&B singer Ashanti and hip-hop star Nelly expecting a child together. U.S. Weekly, citing an anonymous source, said it had confirmed that Grammy Award-winning Ashanti, 43, and Nelly, who's 49, were expecting, following hints the couple appeared to give at the 11th Nelly's Black and White Ball Charity Gala at the Four Seasons Hotel in St. Louis, Missouri. As captured by an attending cell phone video posted by TMZ.com, Nelly touches Ashanti's belly just past the half-minute mark. She falls into his arms laughing, and they both laugh as they hug. After letting go, she touches her belly again, and Nelly, his face beaming, also does it again. The two share another big hug and rock together on stage before turning to exit. One excited spectator shouts over and over, "Somebody's late, somebody's late," an evident reference to the late menstrual period, indicating a possible pregnancy. It's amazing how we the public will draw conclusions and we'll make statements just based off of absolutely nothing. Let's go down a little bit more. It says singer actor Ashanti, a track star at Glen Cove High School where she graduated. Y'all, let's go down. Don't talk about all that. You know what we want to talk about. In September, Nelly confirmed the relationship rumors on a streaming service, Fellows TV, Boss Moves with Rashida, saying in response to co-host Rashida Frost's direct question, "Yeah, we're cool again." I think it surprised us both, though it wasn't anything that we planned. He added, "Sometimes being separated means you understand one another more and see maybe what they see. Because y'all know we can be defensive sometimes in our own relationships." He said it now feels right because there's no pressure. Before, I felt like both of us were doing what we were doing career-wise, and when you got so many people in the middle of it, it can be tough. Of course, Ashanti has no children. Nelly has a daughter, Chanel Cordance Valentine Hayes, who's 29, and Cornell Hayes III, which is 24 from a previous relationship. Ashanti is so all that stuff. For more information to read this story, you can go to newsday.com. But I appreciate the fact when Nelly was saying sometimes being separated means you can see and understand each other better. Like I said before, whenever you're in the hull of it, especially if you feel like it's under pressure, because whenever you're in a relationship and it seems like this is what everybody want you to do, then you have to do it. And you don't have the opportunity to gain those raw feelings for somebody, because it's like, this is what we have to do in order to be who we are, in order to stay valid, in order to be in the talk of who's doing what. So whenever you have that pressure on, you don't really have the opportunity to develop a real relationship, rather than you have the opportunity to develop a public, whatever people want us to do. He said before it felt like both of us were doing what we were doing career-wise, and when you have so many people in the middle of it, it can be tough. Yes, because in relationships, what happens if you know who you are, she know who she is, and y'all know who y'all want to be to each other, but the outside noise tells y'all that that's not enough or that's too much. I know years and years ago, it was almost unheard of to find out that your favorite rapper was married, because it would make them less attractive music-wise. So what if the case was, okay, y'all can be together, but y'all can't make public appearances, or, you can't let it be known. I remember I was listening to an interview with J. Cole, and the person that was doing the interview, I don't know if he done it on purpose, but that was my first time hearing that J. Cole was married, because the person that was doing the interview actually outed J. Cole like that. And I say outed because at the time, it was one of those hush-hush situations. J. Cole had never ever mentioned that he was married or anything like that. So I can understand the pressure of being in a relationship whenever you're in the public eye, because what you guys know that you can be to each other may not be what the public want, and you put under pressure to present that. And if it's not real and it's not legit, it's not going to last. Or what you guys are wanting to be to each other is not enough to present to what the public want to see. And then you have people telling you what you need to do. And again, if that's not legit and it's not real, then you put yourself in a situation to where it's like, this is not me. So why would I even want to do it? Feel me? So yeah, if in fact they are expecting baby, congratulations to Nelly and Ashanti. But even if they're not, congratulations just for finding love again. Because a brother like me looking. Don't go anywhere. This is the Intro Podcast.